What is happening, Internet? Welcome back to Resident Evil Requiem. This is episode 11. Still playing as Leon. We're in what remains of Raccoon City. And we're trying to open up a gate of some sort. We've been upgrading our weapons, having a blast. We had a chainsaw duel yesterday, so yeah. Also, good job, guys, getting the stream at a level where we can start gameplay. So, much better than Monster Hunter. Also, if you're not receiving our videos, stop using YouTube's notification system. It's garbage. YouTube's notification system will notify you of every other channel but this one. Sign up for our free newsletter on kwingsletsplays.com. That's kwingsletsplays.com. You can sign up for a free newsletter and have our newsletter directly to your email every day. We have about 1,050 people on the newsletter, and from that, about 60 to 70 people come per stream. And other people go and watch the shorts and whatever, but it's a much better system than YouTube because YouTube only will get a hold of 0.4% of 500,000 people, which is terrible. So, if you're not receiving our notifications and you're showing up for live streams late, make sure that you get our newsletter so you can be here on time. The more people we have at the beginning of a stream with the music running, the faster the stream will start. We had 45 people, which is not bad. So 45 people after about an hour and 30 minutes equates to about 550 views. So that's how math works. So if you have 19 people, then it's 3 hours to get 500. If you have 45, it's less than 2. So that's why the wait times are different depending on the game. But anyway, I don't like wait times either, but I have to get paid for what I do, so if a stream doesn't hit 1,000 views, Amber and I don't get paid, we go out of business. The channel disappears forever because we can't upkeep it without making any income. Just to keep the sob story short, that's pretty much all it is. Our bar is lower, but our requirement is 1,000 views. That way we get paid something for being live. Otherwise we get only paid for when it's archived, and when YouTube archives a stream, they pay you really badly. Like 2 bits. That's why you gotta get that stream revenue when you're streaming. You know what I mean? And there's no other way, so. It's locked, you can't go that way. Alrighty, anyway. We have to retrace our steps, and we're missing something. Hello. Well, that's not going to help anything. Also, my sniper rifle is surprisingly powerful right now. I don't think we're going to run into any more zombies because we cleaned house. But yeah, the chainsaw duel yesterday was epic. So I'm working on a YouTube short for the chainsaw duel. I will have it ready tomorrow. I'm not going to have it ready today. I'll have it ready tomorrow. But we'll have to release a new YouTube short around 10:30, unless you guys want to run the shorts playlist. Yeah, about 10:30 is probably when we're gonna have to. I have a cat short for you guys, so. All right, I think I know where we need to go. I'm tan and rested and ready to go, so I believe we have to go back through the apartment complex in the sewers. As weird as that sounds. Think of it like Ninja Turtles in the sewers. I don't know. I take my time with horror games. I don't like horror. I like the Resident Evil games that Leon's in because Leon is wicked funny. I don't play a lot of horror games. Horror games don't tend to be that long anyway. The reason why it looks like it's taken me so long is I walk everywhere. I get lost. I stumble around in the dark. I eventually make my way where I need to go, but I'm probably the slowest player for horror games there is. Also, I was having a freak out for a couple days because of the giant spider. I have arachnophobia, so I did not sleep well The day I fought that evil monstrosity. I had so many nightmares. I don't deal well with those things. But it's not my fault. The trauma was induced on me. I had a jerk in college throw a tarantula on my chest. Put me in shock and in the hospital. Ever since then, 20-something years later, I still have really bad arachnophobia. I can't get rid of it. And the fact I went into shock tells you it was pretty bad. Especially the reason why that guy was a jerk is he did it in the middle of winter when your mind would think, oh, it can't be a spider because it's wintertime. Yeah. That guy was such a douche. Excuse me. Did I miss the raccoon hospitality? You talk about the zombies? They're around. There's a couple zombies somewhere. Or not. We're looking for a particular part because we need it in order to progress the game. I don't know how much left is with the game. Probably another Grace section, maybe another Leon section, and then a big boss fight at the end is usually how Resident Evil does things. Mostly how Resident Evil does things. Our axe is also ready to go, so... You gonna get up? Thank you. Hey, guy. Yeah, karate kick to the face. Nice spinning back kick, actually. Where are we? We're in Raccoon City still. Yada-dee-da-da-da-da. Wait, that was it? That wasn't very much. Well, that sucks. That's not the part I need either. Ha! And now we're in big trouble. I'm looking for the last part of a battery. If you guys know where it is, you can help me find it. Otherwise, I'll just stumble around and hope for the best. But I do not know where the battery part is. Wait, I can repair my body armor? How? Nani? No, my body armor is not repaired currently. Well, that's great. Play your way without help? I mean, the story won't progress. I'll literally be lost forever. I've never had the great sense of direction. That's my biggest flaw, is I'm terrible with directions. It's always been like that. Guess that was the last of the zombies for a while. maybe here? Thought I explored this, like, completely, though. Call it lost? People always make fun of me when I get lost, though. It does get tiresome, like, you know, getting lost all the time. It's not like I'm intentionally trying to. I'm just not good with directions. Maybe it's an ADD thing. I don't know. Maybe. How should I know? Well, that's nice handgun stuff, but not gonna help me with what I need help with. Oh. Maybe this is where I need to go. Is this new? We find someplace new? No. No, we didn't. It's just more of the same. Darn it! Oh, that sucks. Let you see my map. Here's my map. We got Central Camp. The gas station we did. That was where the epic chainsaw duel was. We did the apartments. Yeah, we did the warehouse. There's a gas powered generator inside the warehouse, though. I haven't used that. NF building. I went in the cafe. Went into the hotel. Can't get into the NF building. Was in the subway. I have not been here. There's a gas-powered generator here inside a logistics warehouse. So I have not done that. Whatever that is. If it's inside the warehouse, I've not done that. So I'm going to go back through the warehouse, I guess. May as well. Well, Raccoon City looks the way it did because it got a thermo device dropped on it, so... Not enough for the next body armor yet. I'm gonna need that for the end of the game, probably. Why does the city look like crap? Because in 1998 they dropped a bomb on it. Incinerated all the zombies. But it wasn't a nuke, or else the buildings would be gone too, and obviously Leon here wouldn't be able to walk around freely because it takes 50 to 100 years for nuclear fallout to disappear. Well, it used to. Now it takes much longer. At least I think the Raccoon City incident is 1998. I am not very well versed in Resident Evil lore. I like the games, but I'm not a super nerd about them. I have a very casual approach to them. I remember aspects of playing the games, and I remember Resident Evil 4 extensively because of all the one-liners that Leon had, and how fun Leon was to play. And I also remember how annoying Ashley was in the original Resident Evil. In Resident Evil 4 Remake, she's not too annoying. That's what fans used to complain about a lot with RE4. RE4 was amazing, 10 out of 10. But Ashley was so annoying. Ashley Graham, the president's daughter. It was super annoying. I don't know why they said there's a gas thing in there. Not seeing one. Unless it's located on top of the building. So, I don't know. Maybe it was like a napalm they dropped on the city or something like that. Some type of bomb that got rid of all biological life. No dogs, no cats, no people, no zombies, really. All the zombies have been hiding in the dirt, underground in the subway or something. But the bomb eradicated a lot. Like, more than probably half of the city. Well, half of the city residents. They were all infected anyway. They didn't want them getting to other cities, so they just blew them all up. If I remember correctly. Leon, Claire, and Sherry were the only survivors that I know of. But I think there were some other survivors of Raccoon City. But I like the original Resident Evil 4 because of all the one-liners and the humor. I feel like they neutered Leon a little bit in Resident Evil 4 Remake. Not a lot, but a little bit. But Leon was never a toxic male anyway. He was a just normal, everyday, average Joe. Did a lot of dad jokes and he was very funny. Ooh, a zip line. Those are fun. I didn't like the serious tone. That's the thing. See, Resident Evil started as a very serious game. And then the guy who did Devil May Cry was the director and lead designer of Resident Evil 4. That's why Resident Evil 4 is my favorite Resident Evil game, is because it was very different than all the previous Resident Evil games before it. Code Veronica, Resident Evil 1, 2, and 3. Like, 4 was just, like,
I can use that.
Amazing. It changed the game. And then some of the other Resident Evil games went back to the more survival horror roots, like Resident Evil The Village and things like that. But I prefer the more action adventure oriented Resident Evil games like RE4. Resident Evil Revelations, that kind of stuff. I'm not a big fan of, like, constant jump scares and things grabbing you and stuff like that. Like, there were jump scares in Resident Evil 4, but they weren't that bad. I mean, you had the weird character banter, but, like, the way that the camera angles were in the first, like, couple Resident Evil games on PlayStation, like, where the character had problems turning around and they had, like, very dramatic camera angles and stuff with the zombies, I just didn't really enjoy that very much. Like, I don't even think I played Nemesis, like Resident Evil 3. I played Resident Evil 1, 2, Code Veronica, 4, skipped 5, 6, did Resident Evil The Village, and Resident Evil Requiem, Resident Evil 2 Remake, Resident Evil 4 Remake. That's about it. And Revelations, like Revelations 1 and 2, and Resident Evil The Mercenaries. Ha ha! Ah, you thought you were gonna jump scare me, huh? Yeah, not today, pal. Oh, that's funny. Enjoyed that. That was fun now. See, without a head, the zombies usually can't come back to life, so... If you see a zombie lying around, you want to blow off its head. I played too many RE games to know otherwise, so... No surprise grabbing my leg, thank you very much. Wish I had some type of, like, incendiary device, like a fire grenade. I would burn the corpses to the ground. I mean, it's hard for me to say, like, Resident Evil remakes, though, because I feel like they improved dramatically the Resident Evil games when Capcom re-released them on GameCube. They did Resident Evil 0, Resident Evil Code Veronica, Resident Evil 2. They might have done Nemesis. I didn't have Nemesis, though. But when I played them on the GameCube, they were much better than the PlayStation versions. And then, of course, Resident Evil 4 came out a couple years after the remakes on GameCube. And that just changed the game for me completely. But I didn't really like the other Resident Evil games that came after 4. It always felt like I was comparing the games to 4. And it was just like, I don't like this. 4's better. So it just kind of fell off the RE franchise for quite a while. Because, like, once you go to 4, you can't outdo it. Even the Resident Evil 4 remake is better than some of the other remakes. But I like Resident Evil 9 because Resident Evil 9 seems to have like a good balance of Resident Evil 4 and some of the other older Resident Evils with the survival horror stuff. But I enjoy the Leon sections more than anything else. The Leon sections are really fun. I wish there was more of them, but, you know, the game's okay. Of course it's supposed to be cheesy. We didn't take ourselves seriously in the 2000s. You know? You call it cheesy, but I call it fun. It was punny stuff. I don't like overly serious stuff. Life is too short. Gotta have fun. And the idea of... I think what they were trying to do is they were trying to turn Leon into Bruce Campbell a little bit. But without that smirky smugness that Bruce Campbell's, you know, character Ash has. Maybe that's what the Japanese director was going with. Or he was just trying to make a cool protagonist like Dante from Devil May Cry. Like I said, it was the same guy who made Devil May Cry who made Resident Evil 4. The same creator and director of Devil May Cry made RE4 for GameCube. Because RE4 was stuck in development hell for so long. And Capcom was just like, we gotta get this done, and they put him in charge, and it got done. And it won all kinds of awards, too. Like, gamers loved RE4. So much. That every game, like, for a decade after that, that was Resident Evil, was always... the bar was always set at Resident Evil 4. And when those games couldn't quite meet that, you know, criteria, the fans got kind of annoyed. So then Capcom eventually had to change things with, like, Resident Evil The Village and some other things. Because they just couldn't hit that RE4, like, threshold anymore. And then they started to do the remake series on PS4. Like, the tried and true HD remakes. Which I don't blame them, you know. And right now, they've seemed to find a happy balance between Resident Evil 4 and some of the other Resident Evils with RE9. That's just my stake with it. Again, I have a casual approach to the franchise, so... but that's just what I see. And I love all the memes right now, too, between Grace and Leon. They're so funny. Alright, where am I supposed to go? Cold drinks? I'd love one. But it's, you know, the machine's not working, so... Oh, he helped with Resident Evil 2 as well? Okay. No, I'm not a diehard Resident Evil fan. I've seen all the movies that Capcom has put out that are CGI, like Degeneration and everyone with Leon. Leon's in actually most of the movies. Leon and Claire are in most of the movies. Leon's only been in a couple games. 2, 4, 6, and 9. And, you know, cameo appearances and some other stuff, but... Claire has only been in... let's see if I get this right. Resident Evil 2, Resident Evil Code Veronica, and Resident Evil Revelations 2, I think is Claire. And that's about it. So Claire needs some more love. Like, a lot of people like Claire, but she only really appears in the movies. Which, I actually think the movies are pretty good. They're not too scary, and, you know, it's like watching a game, kind of. I don't remember when the last Resident Evil CGI movie that Capcom released was. It was a while ago. But I have a couple of them on DVD. Why do people love Leon so much? Because he's funny. Leon is the only character that doesn't take anything seriously. That's why people like him. He just doesn't, you know, he doesn't really care. Chris is the face of the franchise, though. Chris and Jill Valentine, I would say, are the face of Resident Evil. Chris has appeared in the most crossovers, and so has Jill. Leon's just more popular because Leon is cool. But they don't use Leon that much outside of the movies. Bingo! That's one way of doing that. Is it okay to have a casual playthrough? I mean, I don't care. As long as I get paid, it doesn't matter. Everybody has their own play style. I have a very slow-paced style when it comes to horror games because I don't like horror. And now that I have heart-related stuff, I definitely don't like horror. I just wish Leon was a little bit funnier here, because just because he's in his late 40s, it doesn't mean that he would be very reserved with his humor. If anything, the older Leon got, the funnier he would get. So, you know. Better not be another giant spider in here. Look at me. My humor's gotten very dark over the years. I'm still snarky and sarcastic and cheesy and whatever. I haven't gotten tame with age. If anything, I say more puns now than I ever did. Same thing with Leon. Leon's almost 50. He would still be cracking jokes like crazy. But...
need to figure out how to get over there.
like that. Or not. Huh. Well, that didn't work. Will it let me fall down? Ah. Oh, there we go. Okay. Yeah, you would die here. No, don't. Waste ammo, Leon. Survival horror games, you never want to waste ammo if you can avoid it. I really liked about the original Resident Evil 4, though, is I could use my knife as many times as I wanted. I don't think the knife break mechanic was until the remakes. I just used my knife for pretty much everything in Resident Evil 4, if I remember correctly. I also loved the Tommy gun was fun. I don't remember if that was DLC or if that was like some type of like pickup that you found in the game, but the Tommy gun in the village that Leon would get, really funny. He also could have like a mobster outfit where he would kind of pose like Michael Jackson, which felt really weird, but it was, I don't know, it was hilarious. Okay. That's not good. I mean, the reason why people find Chris boring is because Chris is overly serious, though. But, you know, Chris has had a lot of things happen to him since he was in Stars, right?
Oh, fuck.
Leon just doesn't... What's the word I'm looking for? Leon had a lot of bad stuff happen to him as a kid, like in Resident Evil 2 or whatever. He just doesn't let him impact him the same way. Like, I hardly ever see Chris joke or whatever. He's, like, super serious. But, you know, Chris has gone through a lot. His sister was kidnapped in one of the games. He didn't know where she was until after or during Resident Evil Code Veronica, so he became kind of grumpy. He's seen a lot of stuff. He's had a lot of friends die. You know, he's been through the ringer. Whereas Leon mostly, he's solo. Leon usually has like a girl on the other end that he talks to, you know, like Solid Snake or something like that. This is not structurally sound for you to be jumping on here right now. So your buddies might want to wait to, Glass surfaces are incredibly fragile and require extra caution. However, shooting the glass out from under the enemy will cause them to fall through. That is amazing. Oh, get off. Bye-bye! Sayonara! Oh, no, 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 no. Let's not say... Bye-bye! Oh, look at that! He's trying to survive! Uh-oh. Get off! Crap, I don't know where to go now. Having too much fun killing the zombies that I forgot to figure out where I'm supposed to be going next. No, they're kind of smart, actually. Well, the music's over. Now I gotta find my way forward.
Time to find a way up.
Yeah, time to find a way up. Yep. Hmm. Well, that's not the way. Nope, that's the way down. There's something holding a pillar up? Ah! Well, that worked. What? Where? Ho 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 ho! Explosive results. Be with you in a minute. Thanks for waiting. Oh, I see where I am now. No, I have no idea.
Okay, let's find those detonator parts.
There it is!
Picked up the relay.
Great job. Now to get through that gate.
Yeah, just gotta figure out how to get down from here first.
I mean, I'm up here. I don't really need my... You want to know how zombies are able to... Well, maybe because they're armed already when they died. They have access to these weapons and bombs. I don't know. I've never been a zombie, so I don't know how consciousness works. looking for? No, I wouldn't say that. I'm terrible at shooting games. That crane's secure. That crane I can't get to. Why can't I just shoot this and make it drop? Okay. Okay, he's down. Will I ever play Resident Evil 7? Isn't Resident Evil 7 The Village? Or is Resident Evil 8 The Village? Resident Evil 6 came out in 2012. Resident Evil 4 came out in 2005, I think? So then Resident Evil... If Resident Evil 6 was... Or Resident Evil 5, I don't know what year that was. 2009, maybe? The one everybody hates is Resident Evil 5. Because it takes place in Africa or something. Yeah, but if their heads don't blow off, it's a problem. Resident Evil 5 has fun co-op. What's so funny? Oh, gang's all here. Smile! Huh. Time to go! When did you get smart enough to do that, huh? Careful, watch that first step. I told you. Going downstairs is dangerous. The fact that he's not falling down the stairs again is very upsetting. Alright, where's your shadow, guy? Ah. Oops. See ya! I mean, I feel bad. He tried all his might to get up here. And I just kicked him out. Oh well. Nice deserted place you have up here. Oh, here we go again. Huh. I thought I upgraded this to make their heads go pop. Excuse me, lady. See ya! You're fine. You can get back up here. Or not. What are you... You have a flashlight out, Leon? In the middle of the day? Oh wow, I really need to conserve my sniper rifle now. Well, looks like we're switching to shotgun. I'm curious about something. I knew it. Resident Evil 4 and its remake are considered generally the most popular Resident Evil games in the franchise. Resident Evil 4 original, Resident Evil 2 remake. Why is Resident Evil 7? The Village is considered wait. Isn't the Village and 7 different? Okay, number 13, top 13 Resident Evil games. Resident Evil 6 is 13. Resident Evil 0 is 12. Resident Evil 3 Remake is 11. Resident Evil 10 Original Code Veronica is, 10. Resident Evil 5 is number 9. Resident Evil Original is number 8. Resident Evil 8 The Village is number 7. Resident Evil 6 Nemesis is, or Resident Evil 3 Nemesis is 6. Resident Evil 7 Biohazard is 5. Resident Evil 2 Original is 4. Resident Evil Remake is 3. Resident Evil 2 Remake is 2. And Resident Evil 4 2005 is considered the best. Where is Remake, though? Was Remake even on this? Resident Evil 4 Remake? Wow, they don't have Resident Evil 4 Remake considered like one of the best? Just the original Resident Evil 4 as the best? Well, yeah, Resident Evil 4 won a ton of awards. I know that. Interesting. So they don't have Resident Evil 4 Remake listed. I generally liked Resident Evil 4 Remake. Oh well. Really? Kick him! Kick him! Yeah! This is Raccoon City! Okay. You missed. Would you like to try again? Don't worry, it'll all be over soon. Probably. Nice and sharp. Okay, keep going. That was just Google's list though. The top 13 Resident Evil games, and Resident Evil 6 was the very number 13. Resident Evil 4 original was number 1. I didn't see Remake on the list though. Resident Evil 2 Remake made the list. Resident Evil 3 Remake made the list. And Resident Evil 1 Remake made the list, but not 4. That's surprising to me. I generally liked Resident Evil 4 Remake. It wasn't bad. I still prefer the original, but... I'm on the default difficulty. I don't do well with horror, so I want it to be over with. Already been there. I'm lost. Wait, can I drop down there? Wait, no. There was... I got my bearings all messed up. Ah! This is where I need to be. Wait. Yeah, I haven't been here yet. Okay. That is not a zombie. Might be zombies down here, though. Or not. Come out, wherever you are. I heard you, where are you? I heard zombie grumble. Oh! Save point. Hey, look at that! Wait. Wait a second. Did I just come... I've been here. Alright, so now we're gonna get the better body armor. The final body armor. There we go. Is that for my sniper rifle? Zelda, you better have been a good girl. I have Zelda out and about, so don't tell Lambert. It's still not very much ammo. Okay. Leon had one-liners in Resident Evil 4. He had a lot of one-liners in RE4. The original. Also, we had the greatest character of all time, the shopkeeper. What are you buying? Hello, stranger. In fact, I remember people being upset when the remake came out. The shopkeeper didn't say, "What are you buying?" I hear you. Where are you? Seriously, where are they? Hello? Weird, I hear them, but I don't see them. And that down there is death. I never heard him say, "What are you buying? Hello, stranger." I waited for him to say those things. I went to the shop so many times. Go back and watch my original playthrough. I was very devastated he didn't say, "What are you buying?" He didn't say it. He said some other stuff, but he didn't say the classic line.
For the other side.
What in the world are these things? I hear them, but I don't see them. Now are you in here? Yeah, I'm talking about the guy from the gun shop in Resident Evil 4. He had like this British pirate voice. What are you buying? Hello, stranger. Ha, excellent choice. That guy. I kept pestering him in the remake to try to get him to say the line. He never said the line. He said some other stuff. I think he still sounded like a British pirate. No offense, Jotaro. I loved his voice in RE4. It was so fun. I'd go to the weapon dealer guy all the time just to hear him talk. It was hilarious. And then when they remade it, he didn't have as many funny lines anymore. I think he used to say something if you didn't have enough money either. Whoa, the zombie ran away! Huh! That's kind of funny. Wait. The British pirate is Leon's voice in the original RE4? This is a new Leon voice actor, or is this the original Leon? Is this the guy who's been playing Leon since RE2 remake, or is this the OG? Oh, this is the second Leon? He ran away. Ah! Got him. Okay, now we won't have the creepy crawly over there. Wait, the OG Leon passed away? What? No way. He was the voice of... yeah, it is the voice of the merchant. Paul Mercer is his name. He's still alive. His last role of Leon was Dark Side Chronicles. What is the Dark Side Chronicles? I don't remember that. Alright. Okay, so... they should have had him come back and play the merchant in Resident Evil 4 Remake. Oh well. Okay, so I gotta release a cat short. I'll be back. In the meantime, if you guys could run the shorts playlist, we're about to dip below 1,000 views, so I gotta release the cat short. Alright? Once the cat short's around 100 views or something like that, the stream will continue. The stream is doing moderately well. We're at about 770 views after 2 hours and 51 minutes. That's not bad. Could be a little bit better, but we're on track for another episode of Resident Evil. So I'm gonna release the cat short, and I'll see you guys in a few, okay? Alright guys, thanks for watching the cat short. We're ready to continue now. I bought the armor and we're gonna go do stuff, I guess. So, on our break, we sniped a zombie that was over there somewhere. And, yeah. That's about all you've missed so far. I think. So, it looks like in order to move forward, we have to go down. But I guess that makes sense. Whoa! Okay, it was not counting on that. Thanks for that. Don't know where your phone is. Zelda's still eating, honey? Well, it's good she's eating. She wasn't even gonna be fine. It's okay to keep it open as long as she goes there. Oh wow, he survived being set on fire. That's kind of impressive. Linky, don't go use Zelda's box though. Linky. Pay really well.
So, did you talk to your audience about that one video we were watching about the person's theory about who Leon is married to?
Oh, that one video that went viral? I didn't tell who it was because I didn't want to do spoilers.
Oh, so you really think that that's correct?
I mean, in Japan, they call each other, like...
Oh, so, okay. So, guys and girls, like, there's, like, literally a video in which, like, I won't spoil who it is, but there's basically some language that, Leon and this one girl in, like, certain games or a game, or there's dialogue somewhere hinted in an anime or in some media or something in which they call each other a certain word, and that word in Japan is only, like, used between, like, very, like, spouses or something. Husband and wife. So this person did some research and basically concluded who Leon is actually married to. But I guess the person's video is so accurate that we can't even talk about it, because it's very possible that that's true. So you would only know that if you actually watch anime or certain media about Leon in Japanese. Did I say it correctly?
Kind of, but she wasn't in a movie. Zelda, where are you going? Zelda? Nope.
If you poop.
Wow, Zelda, really right in front of us? Sorry, guys.
She's been in there a while. We can let her out again or whatever.
Yeah, so basically the video was so accurate that it was basically so accurate that we can't really talk about it, but yeah, so there are hints somewhere about who Leon is actually married to, and it has to do with Japanese language.
Yeah, apparently in the American translation, when they're talking together, they made it very business.
We don't know who, but there is language that they use in Japanese that would only happen between a married couple.
That the localizer didn't understand. So they just gave them like.
So if you were
so
probably Japanese people know who Leon is married to.
They speculate because Capcom hasn't come out and said it yet.
Oh, yeah, they haven't officially, but it's like they would only use like, yeah, but it's almost like impossible that it wouldn't be that person.
I still would be very surprised if it's that person, because that person was very young when they met Leon. But Leon was very young too. So, but Leon was.
Everyone in this game is young.
No, Leon's pushing 50 now.
Oh, he looked young.
That's what he gets for hunting zombies.
Oh.
Nope, I've been here.
I don't think that makes. I mean, you guys are entitled to your own opinion, but like, you're wearing a ring to commemorate people that died in Raccoon City. Like, why would you wear it on your wedding hand? And why would you wear a ring? Why would you wear a wedding ring to commemorate people that died? That doesn't make much sense. Like that, you'd wear like a dog tag necklace or something like that. That doesn't. I don't understand that theory. Luke was saying, someone on the chat was saying that they heard that Leon wears a wedding ring to commemorate people that died and he's not married. But that, I don't understand why you wear a wedding ring.
I haven't heard that because Leon had his hands were visible in some of the other games and he didn't have a wedding ring. The wedding ring was recent. Well, for this version.
It's like.
Because he didn't have a wedding ring on in Resident Evil 4, and he didn't have a wedding ring in Resident Evil 6, Resident Evil Regeneration.
Yeah, a wedding ring is a pretty universal cultural sign that you're married.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's basically, wedding ring is really, the whole point of it is to let people know you're married, so people don't hit on you, or so you remember that you're bonded to another person. Just like in some cultures, they actually have different signs, like there was this, I think, I was watching this channel, this Eastern European channel, where this one girl, she does like braids and stuff, and she was talking about their their symbols for being married or not, and it had to do with how you tie your bonnet, like if you're married or not, and like the same like in India, like you have like a dot or not a dot, depending on you're married on your forehead. So like there's like certain things like there are like people definitely like if you would have a dot or not a dot in India, like people would definitely know if you're married. Like you couldn't just have a dot for no reason. People would be like, why do you have a married dot for no reason, you know? Like it wouldn't make any sense. Or I can't remember what it'll in some like sitcoms, guys put a wedding ring on to get chicks or something. I don't know what it is, but some people.
It has to do with some I don't know.
Some women only want to date a married guy because they think it's more exciting.
Yeah.
They want to be bad, and they think that it makes them feel excited to date someone they're not supposed to date. So, or they feel like they can only date someone who's already taken. They want to take a guy.
Definitely they're bad girls.
Yeah. So some guys, they wear a wedding ring just to get dates.
Yeah.
Which is really messed up, honestly.
Okay, here we go. Probably gonna be overwhelmed by zombies again. Maybe. I don't know. So we'll find out.
Hopefully this thing still
This
works.
thing still works, he says. Okay.
Kind of reminds me of that Everybody Loves Raymond episode where I think Raymond was picking somebody up at the airport and he somehow kept his wedding ring in his pocket when he was talking to this pretty girl at the airport. And she
Now
was
what?
old. Uh-oh.
That's not gonna survive if you jump on this.
We'll have to take the next one.
You take the next one, there you go.
You'll have to take the next one.
See, Chris doesn't joke like this.
Aww.
This is your stop. Oh wow, look at all of them. Oh, wonderful. Thanks. Thanks for that. Ah, get off.
Oh! Hang on!
One way of doing that.
This is my lucky day.
And my armor's pretty much gone. Hi, guys.
But I mean, yeah, you're right. We still don't. They haven't officially told us.
We probably won't until the next game. Oh, lovely.
But I don't know, after watching this person's video, it seems there's no. After hearing what that word means in Japanese, I would be very surprised if that wasn't the person. I would be shocked. Because then I wouldn't figure out why he would be calling that random person. He's married to someone else. Why is he some endearment to some other girl?
It's not like he's Ada Wong. Ada Wong is a
Right. Leon would only do that to the person he's actually, you know, with. Doesn't make any sense.
fall out.
Just like I know my husband is really loyal. Like, if I heard him, if I overheard him on the phone with somebody, some other girl calling them sweetie or dear or sweet cakes or something, I would be like, what?
Really, I'd be dead. If I tweeted something like, my wife's not here today.
Yeah, my wife's not here today. Let me talk to some girl on Twitter in a term of endearment. Hello, sweetheart, dear. I'd be like, what? You chose poorly.
You chose poorly.
Flame on! Oh, no, I can see a little better. A lot of people inside this apartment complex.
Oh, people want to go where the rent's cheap.
Now they're dying to get in here. Ow! No!
Oh!
Get off!
Leon!
Sorry, lady, I'm spoken for.
Yeah. Those women are just coming all over Leon. He's like, you have to hit them with a stick to get them away from him. She's like, I heard you called somebody weird. Get off of me. I'm married. You should be like, I'm married.
Married to my job.
Yeah. Maybe he called his job dear or sweetheart. Maybe the girl thought he was talking to her, but in reality he was like, hello, good morning, sweetheart. And it's like, who are you talking to? I'm talking to my job. I'm at my computer. I'm on my phone. I was talking to my job. Calling my job honey.
Would you like to walk up there again?
Oh, gross. Honestly, this is gross.
It's not as bad as a giant spider.
Ugh.
Yeah, exactly. By the time I get out of here, I'm not gonna have any ammo left. Oh. Oh, I know where we are.
Yeah, people with a rebellious mindset are like that. Women that like the married guys. Yeah, it's messed up. Yeah, definitely alpha.
That took
Oh,
longer
you're
than
moving to a
planned.
new house?
Luckily, I found a bike. Should make up for lost time.
Great. You'll need it. It's 15 miles to the city center on the 419.
Best of luck moving to your new house, Blues Cat. Congratulations.
Leon's like, you're not my type. I prefer my my women have a pulse. That's the last of the experience we're gonna get.
Leroy said, can you please DM me the video? I'm curious.
Oh, I don't know where it was.
I'm not sure it was. I mean, I'm not sure where it is, but I think if you guys type, I mean, I could try to find it again.
It was trending the other day.
If you guys type like who did Leon marry or something, like it'll probably pop up. I think.
Yeah, it was trending on YouTube a while ago.
And that would be, never mind. Oh, nothing. love.
Hmm?
Listen.
Love you too. Okay, well that's everything. I mean, that's as upgraded as it's gonna get.
Oh, I'm glad that Rookie never talked to some other girl like that. That would make me so scared.
No, I don't have any space in my inventory.
Oh my gosh, that's your inventory?
Uh-huh.
That's like an old school, like, that's how they do, like a lot of old school games, like, where they have a backpack and stuff. Isn't that correct? Like, I mean, that's how they do the Oregon Trail, where they have to fit it all in.
Yeah.
Isn't that's really interesting. Wow, that's so super old school.
Mm-hmm.
The way is that how they do the first Resident Evil game or the second one?
Resident Evil 4 was like this.
Oh, that's so cool, actually. Chad said, Leon, you're not my type. I prefer my partner alive. Hello, Julia. Hi, Shiny Man. Yes, we have an Instagram page called Kwings Let's Plays on Instagram.
Alright guys, hang on. There's gonna be a cutscene. Probably. And I didn't get the shotgun. We're screwed. Oh, I'm controlling the bike now.
All right. Should make it there in no time.
Good to hear. How are the roads? Leon?
Just a few potholes.
A few bottles.
Wow.
Well, he's the bad guy. Oh no!
Oh. Are you kidding me with this?
Well, at least animal life survived.
Oh.
Sort of.
This stage just keeps getting better and better.
Oh, not the puppies. Oh.
Say that again, Amber.
Okay.
These pups could use more training.
Oh.
This is cool. Oh wow. The way he reloaded with one arm. Road rage!
Oh,
Pretty exciting.
yeah. And this whole city was all messed up.
Yep.
Wait, this is Raccoon City?
This is the remains of Raccoon City, yes.
Why did this whole city become zombified?
You have to play Resident Evil 2. Although they might actually tell us why Raccoon City happened.
So, why is this so? How come the scientists are
What?
sort of
Ken, seriously. I don't give up that easy.
That's why somebody buried Leon, because of his quips.
Well,
well,
love a clipper.
well, they do say that, like, one of the, like, most sought after traits for women is a sense of humor. I don't know why, but it's just like a guy that can make them laugh. Oh!
My axe!
Oh!
I've had enough of you! I know the feeling!
He cut his brake line. Something.
Come on.
Oh my gosh.
Bye-bye.
Whoa! Whoa.
He's probably dead.
He might be okay.
You're fired.
Should have worn a helmet.
Should've worn a helmet?
How would that help when you're going up in a poof of smoke?
Yeah, that's... yeah.
Yeah, Leon's like one-liners aren't like James Bond, where it's like, they would have made a quip about blowing up, like that was an explosive fight or something.
Yep.
You should be close to the coordinates.
Yeah. Looks like it. I'll take a look around then.
I don't think there is a new Leon voice actor.
Yes, there is.
Oh, Jocko Scott was asking you what you think of the new voice actor.
The guy who's been doing it since Resident Evil 2 Remake, he's okay. I still like the guy from Resident Evil 4, though. Because he also played the merchant. What are you buying? Hello, stranger.
Oh.
Zelda, you were about to do something very naughty. Right in front of us. After Amber gave you some nice food, too.
I think this is the video.
Wow, that thing's gone viral. Leon's wife finally revealed. RE9 Requiem. It's got 85,000 views already.
It's made by a person named something Banana.
Yeah, it's something banana. He went viral. Local Banana is his name. He went viral. Or he's going viral. I don't think he has a very big following. His video is getting a lot of attention.
Can't believe it's still standing.
Raccoon City Police Department? Oh my gosh. We can actually go inside? Whoa, memories.
It's on you now.
The hero returns. Wow. Back at the Raccoon City Police Department. Oh man, this is gonna be a level? Oh no. Was that let us save on the old typewriter? There's no way this thing still works.
Oh, it doesn't let us
No,
save.
no, it won't let us save. That's how you used to save them.
Oh, wow.
Oh, nice throwback. Wow. I think they're playing the Resident Evil 2 music too.
Sherry, I'm in RPD.
It's been a while since you've been back there.
Yeah. Looks like the BSAA set up HQ here.
Abandoned?
Not sure.
Welcome, Leon.
That fucking guy. And Grace. Shit, she's in danger. Sherry found Grace.
At RPD?
Yeah, exactly. Someone's been expecting us. Got a lock on our location. Headed there now.
Copy that.
It's a trap.
Yep, Sherry was 12 years old when Leon and Claire rescued her. She's probably like 39 now? 40? No. Well, yeah, probably 30. 37. because Leon's 49. So. Bree's giving me a hug.
That's cute. Want me to film that? No?
No.
I just filmed his little arm on your leg.
He's gonna move
I'll film it. What do you want me to film? Alright. Hey everyone, I'm making a short in the middle of our Resident Evil 9 video, and Link apparently is a little afraid of the zombies because he's hanging on to Luke's leg. And I don't know, he doesn't really look scared anymore, he just looks sleepy. So apparently he feels calm when hanging on to his human Kwing. Very cute.
It is adorable.
He feels safe and loved hanging on to Luke. Alright, well, hang on to him, Luke. I mean, Link. Alright.
I'll mess with that later. That is kind of adorable that he's holding on like that. Very cute, like. Literally, it's like he's holding. Kawaii. Okay, so I guess that'll be tomorrow's short. Okay. Oh. Wonder how much left this game has. Probably like one more grace section. So the game ends in the Raccoon City Police Department. That's kind of crazy. Now, we never actually stopped all the zombies in
and we just filmed the short, guys, that's all.
Marvin.
Hey, Lieutenant Brenna. Kennedy. Reporting for duty.
Reference. Playing the Resident Evil 2 music. Nice touch. Mm-hmm. So in Resident Evil 2, there were so many zombies that you couldn't get rid of them all.
Oh, wow.
Mm-hmm.
So your point was just to survive, basically?
Escape. Yeah. Conserve ammo and run away.
It's really interesting.
Yep. And then Resident Evil Remake, the Resident Evil 2 remake made it even more terrifying. Because there's so many zombies. Civilians, police officers, you name it, coming, bursting through and stuff like that.
Oh, wow.
Yep. They would crash through windows and pile in and stuff like that. That was freaky. Man, Link, you're still purring. I have no idea where I'm going. Okay. There's no way. Officer down.
How long do these zombies live?
Well, the good news is
Rest easy, officer.
he's a older zombie, so his head shouldn't probably transform him into a nasty monstrosity.
Oh.
Silver lining. Rest easy, officer, he says. Need a tool. So this place used to look really shiny and nice. Not anymore, obviously. You there?
Yeah. I was just thinking about some stuff, but it's
Okay.
so this place used to look a lot different. So they basically recreated it and made it look dusty and old.
Well, I mean, it has been so many years.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So the corridor, like, people would be crashing through the window and grabbing you and stuff like that.
So they make it look like zombies have been through here. Because they have.
Can't believe there would be any surviving zombie officers, though.
Maybe that's why there was just the one.
No, I'm sure there'll be more. They want players to re-experience Resident Evil 2 walking around here. But probably not to the extent where there's going to be, like, hordes of zombies. I don't think so. You'll probably have, like, a jump scare zombie every once in a while.
Yeah. It didn't look quite as nice after I sped through it with an infinite rocket launcher, says Jotaro. Raccoon City's now a ghost town, says Jacob Orion.
Yep. This was Leon's job. Barry's to-do list.
Well, Link really likes hugging onto you. I've never seen a cat hug somebody before. Are you sure that Link isn't a human being in a cat's body?
Reincarnated cat.
I mean, why is he hugging you? Link, you're a cat. Cats don't shake hands, they hug. Link's like, I have to hug Luke because I'm his first. Link looks at lots of cats before. And you're the first cat that he's had that he's allergic to.
Well, I was allergic to same emails. But my allergies were just starting back then.
Oh. I can't.
Oh, it's an R. They don't have very many, Why do they have very few letters? Whoa!
Ooh.
Whoa! Increases the firepower of the last bullet in the cylinder? How do I wear those?
Yeah, do they look cool on you?
How do I wear those glasses? Oh. Attached part. What is it? Scope is not equipped. Okay. Linky, calm down, little guy.
We're scared of the game.
I don't think so. My goodness.
He's purring so loud.
He's purring loud, yeah. What's going on with you? That was a weapons rack of some kind.
You can attach the glasses to a gun, I think. That's what
I did.
Oh.
I put it on Requiem.
There's a new hero on Friday, Leo Boys.
Hero in what?
For Marvel Rivals.
Okay, so then we'll look at it on Friday.
Well, is it like a new season or something?
New character.
But that only happens when there's a new season. There's no such thing as a new character unless they only have 2 seasons. They only have 2 characters a season, and we already had.
Good lives needlessly lost. Elite Stars members, 1996. What?
Look, are the video or hourly views better or no?
Probably not. About 13.
Debatable.
Yeah, I'm doing a Monster Hunter Prime stream after this.
Wow.
I'm trying to get to level 28.
I got you some eggs.
I know.
Jamie Metz says, I hope you have a wonderful night.
Thank you. You too. Capcom did pretty good with this. Especially if you played Resident Evil 2 Remake. That's the footage they actually showed too. Over here. Okay. Never mind.
Let's see.
It's very late. Can't go in there. Can't go in there.
You're happy it's the start of a new week. That's awesome, Cam. Because last week was a hard week. Yeah, and I'm glad you're having a good week. Or I hope you have a better week this week.
I'm just stumbling.
I'm just not gonna read comments, I'll just sit and watch.
Oh. That's a long one. Oh! The fact that they blew this place up is amazing that it's still standing.
Yeah, you would have thought it would have been destroyed more.
Leon just said that was a weird puzzle. It's the puzzle he had to do in Resident Evil 2.
Oh.
Raccoon City Police Department is huge. Savers posted here. Welcome, Leon. Oof.
Just gonna check my thing.
Black cat? Interesting. The following items were added to your supply box. Marksman. Holy cow.
Okay. March.
I don't have room for it though. Nope. And I have no way of storing stuff, I don't think. I can sell things. I have to sell things to make money.
But don't you need all your weapons?
Don't have room for them.
Maybe just keep the really good ones, or...
No. I'm gonna buy a new shotgun. You can always get the shotgun back if you want to pay for it.
Oh, that makes sense. Okay. Trying to help you.
I know. I'm trying to.
So, your old guns for the new ones, is Jacob O'Ryan.
Yeah. Semi-automatic rifle damage per shot is limited, but it boosts a high rate of fire, fast-paced reload speeds. I've upgraded the sniper rifle quite a bit, though, that's the problem.
Did you hear about that IRL YouTuber that was on trial in Korea?
No.
The guy who was like pranking people and hitting people with fishes, screaming at them, and like throwing stuff at people in Korea.
Nope.
Well, he went to trial and like he wrote as his defense that that kind of stuff was perfectly fine in America and it was fine to assault shop owners and stuff and there was no problem.
It's fine to assault people?
And he said that it was just a cultural misunderstanding.
Uh-huh.
And that, you know, he didn't know the laws in Korea that you couldn't assault shop owners and stuff. So, because he was such an idiot, and because, like, he was basically clearly making that up, obviously you can't scream at people and hit people with the fishes and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like,
Obviously.
I believe they gave him like one of the maximum, like he won't be leaving Korea for a long time. Not only does he have to go to prison, and this is South Korea too, and like this isn't
Wow.
this is South Korea. He has to go to prison with labor. And he's also not allowed to do anything. He can't, because of the fact that he was harassing people in Korea, he can't do any labor that involves working like a job in which he would contact humans, like people outside of prison. So like he'll be basically scrubbing toilets and stuff like in the prison for like years.
That's funny.
But it's like if he didn't even like apologize or anything. He was so arrogant on his trial that they were just really mad because the guy was just a jerk. He didn't even apologize even when he was being presented with like, you know, like telling him like you can't do this. And then he was like, well, in America this is fine. We don't have laws against harassing or assaulting people.
Yes, we do.
It's like, yes, we do have laws against that.
You can't assault people.
And he's like, it's perfectly fine. We don't have the same laws in America. It's like, yes. It's like those laws are everywhere in the whole world. I cannot imagine any country that you can assault shop owners. I don't know what this person was thinking.
You sound kind of crazy. Yeah, you can't assault people.
Of course, like some, like in some places in America, people do get away with that. But I mean, you're not supposed to. Just because you get away with it doesn't mean it's not a law.
You can't do that kind of stuff. Especially when you go to someone else's country, you're supposed to be a guest. You can't be insane. Don't people know how to act appropriately? That's disturbing.
Yeah, it's one of those things. Is like people always get away with, like, the more someone gets away with something, you know, as they say, like the higher they go, the fall that the harder they fall or whatever. Because it's like there's people that get away with things and get away with things and get away with things and get away with things, but when it really comes down, when it all falls down, it's gonna hit way harder. There's one of these people that has gotten away with stuff his whole life.
Oh, definitely. Spoiled rich kid, it sounds like.
Probably.
I don't know if I should get rid of my sniper rifle and get another one. This one just says, delivers serious firepower in skilled hands. Scope can be swapped out or removed. And then, but this one here, it says that the marksman says, semi-automatic marksman rifle, the damage per shot is limited, but it boosts a high rate of fire at fast-paced reloads. So the other one, it says it's better. The one that I currently have is better. So I don't know. I mean, the shotgun definitely I traded in, of course, but
what I think is interesting about his defense is that he said, no one explained it to me that the rules are different. It's like, no one is going to explain to you the rules of another country. You have to look that up yourself before you go there. Like, who's going to explain it to you? You're not a child. You know, your mom and dad aren't going to explain it to you. You're supposed to look that up yourself. An idiot. That would be like saying, no one explained to me if I don't pay my rent that I'll get kicked out. It's like, it doesn't matter if someone explains it to you. You're supposed to know that.
probably gonna be jump scares.
The ruins of the Raccoon
Oh wait,
City
this might be something completely different.
Why did you bring them?
Explain everything.
There's this one.
You don't have to be afraid.
I mean, there's no more jacks left. Oh, it's a different room. We haven't been here yet. Oh, wait, yeah, we have. Wait, we haven't? Yeah, Marvin. We've been. It's Marvin's office. Desk. Maybe there's not much left of the game at all, but I need to get to the next stream. This stream got 1,000 views, so I don't want to go for 5 hours. Okay. Yep. Maybe, who knows? Maybe there's like 4 hours or 5 hours left of the game. I don't know. I don't think so. I think it's getting near the end of the game. Alright, guys and gals. That's going to do it for this episode. I got a Monster Hunter grinding stream that's going to go up next. So, the goal is to reach level 27 tonight. And hopefully, you know, I'll actually get to play the main game tomorrow. What?
Oh, Tim said he put the fact that he's sponsoring us on his membership page of his late show.
Okay.
Thank you, Tim. I really appreciate that so much.
Thank you very much, Tim. Alright, guys. You have a good night. I'm still going to be around because I'm going to be playing Monster Hunter, so if you want to hang out with me. I'm going to be doing some grinding in Monster Hunter because I didn't get to play because the views were so low. Resident Evil will continue tomorrow. I don't know if it's the finale. I'm going to look up to see how much is left of the game. Maybe Raccoon Police Department is a whole another level. I kind of doubt it, but I don't know. So, you can win if you dare, Luke. I don't know what that means, but sure. Alright, so I'm going to get the next stream started, and I'll see you guys over there, okay? Thanks so much for watching. God bless, happy gaming, see you on Monster Hunter.